The last section of antibiotic categories that we're going to be talking about is a section that refers to miscellaneous protein synthesis inhibitors. We don't really cover each one of these on a PowerPoint. There's just a small section in the book. On page 76, you see a category of protein synthesis inhibitors, and on page 75, you see that at the bottom of this table, it covers a couple of them and has the nursing implications. So I've just picked out a few things that need to be known. Of course, they interfere with the bacteria's ability to utilize protein in building the new bacteria. They're mostly going to be given IV to treat infections that haven't responded to other antibiotics like MRSA or VRSA. They tend to be expensive and can cause more side effects. Clindamycin is an older antibiotic that has been around for a long time, and because of that, many pathogens have become resistant to it. It's the first one listed in the table on page 75, clindamycin or Cleocin. It can be given orally, and so you want to take it with plenty of water. This antibiotic is more likely to cause diarrhea and Clostridium difficile, so it's used sparingly. Another commonly given drug is a drug called linezolid or Zyvox. It's given PO or IV against MRSA and vancomycin-resistant enterococcus. It's used for sepsis when vancomycin fails. Zyvox is hung IV and given pretty much around the clock. Maybe a new one hung every 24 hours, but the patient's just getting it constantly. It's also expensive. There's another one listed, dalfapristin and quinupristin. This is known as Synercid in its trade name, and it's IV only for very serious cases of bacteria in the bloodstream and sepsis. So make sure you read the nursing implications for each one of those drugs, because you will run into those occasionally. Sorry, excuse my thumb. I'm going to stop right here before we get into TB, because that's a whole new section. So I will make sure that all of these antibiotic sections are online so that you can watch them and follow